Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Friday, October 7, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. By becoming a member of the High Stakes Patreon, you will have access to our best team picks, total picks, parlay picks and much more. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Tampa Bay Rays vs Cleveland Guardians. The Guardians won the season series 4-2 and won 2 out of 3 games in Cleveland against the Rays. The Guardians have already beaten McClanahan once this season and are a solid 28-17 against lefty starters this season. The Rays limp into the playoffs with a 12-18 record in their last 30 games. In what should be a tightly played series, the Guardians have the advantage in tight games. Despite the Rays' reliance on their bullpen most nights, they are just 27-27 in one-run games this season. They also surprisingly lead baseball in blown saves despite their strong bullpen ERA. Tampa is also just 64-60 in games against right-handed starters. Look for the Guardians to ride the right arm of Bieber into the deep innings and win a tight game, thanks to having the best reliever overall in this series in Chase. Additionally, TB has been a poor road team this season, 11 games under .500. Cleveland is 11 games over .500 at home this season. Take the Guardians with a run line. Friday's matchup will feature 2 pitchers with ERAs of 2.88 or lower. The total has finished under in 4 out of the last 5 games that Tampa Bay has played in Cleveland, as well as in 4 of the last 5 games that Tampa Bay has played on the road overall. Cleveland has seen the total finish under in 21 of the last 30 games played against a team with a winning record. Tampa Bay finished the season with the 4th best team ERA, and Cleveland was not that far away, finishing 6th overall in team ERA. Our total pick is under 6.5 runs. Philadelphia Phillies vs St. Louis Cardinals. The Phillies are back in the postseason for the first time since 2011. I find great value on the Phillies in this Game 1 showdown. They excelled against the Cardinals this season, winning 4 of the 7 meetings. Phillies starter Zack Wheeler silenced the Cardinals' offense, recording a remarkable 14 shutout innings this season, and was credited with a win in those 2 performances. He features a sharp 2.65 career ERA against the Cardinals. Furthermore, Cardinals starter Jose Quintana is solid, there is no denying that. However, he is a lefty. The Cards wanted the lefty matchup considering 2 of the Phillies' top hitters in Harper and Schwarber are lefty hitters. However, Philly as a team is stellar against left-handed pitching. They feature a strong .769 ops against left-handers, compared to a .727 against right-handers. Our team pick is Philadelphia Phillies -110. This is the first appearance in the playoffs for the Phillies since 2011. Philadelphia leads the season series over St. Louis 4-3. The Phillies took 4 of the 5 games versus the Cardinals. Throughout all 7 games against each other, the differential is 2 runs in favor of the Phillies. Philadelphia has pitched well against the Cardinals this season. They have an ERA of 2.95 versus the Cardinals. They have allowed only 20 earned runs in 61 innings played. The top pitcher for the Phillies, especially against the Cardinals, is Zack Wheeler. The right-handed pitcher will get the start for Philadelphia on Friday in Game 1 of the playoffs. Wheeler pitched twice against the Cardinals this year, each resulting in wins for Philly. Wheeler has allowed 0 earned runs in 14 innings pitched in those 2 games combined. He has only given up 9 hits and has struck out 10 batters versus the Cardinals. Against the NL Central, Wheeler has a record of 3-1 with an ERA of 1.85. Wheeler has simply been dominant, but his ERA jumps up 2 runs on the road versus at home. He has a 1.85 ERA at home and an ERA of 3.84 away from Philly. 2 of the best starting pitchers in the National League will face off in Game 1. If Wheeler can avoid a big inning early, the under will remain intact because the Phillies' bullpen can be shaken at times. Their top 4 relief pitchers have an ERA of 3.00 in a combined 206 appearances. The under is 4-1 in Cardinals' last 5 during Game 1 of a series. The under is 4-0 in Phillies' last 4 during Game 1 of a series. Our total pick is under 7 runs. Seattle Mariners vs Toronto Blue Jays. Seattle won 3 of 4 from Detroit at home to close the season and have reached the playoffs for the first time since 2001, snapping the longest drought in Major League Baseball. The Mariners finished the regular season second in the AL West with a 90-72 record, 16 games behind the Astros for the division lead. On Wednesday against the Tigers, Seattle got 2 hits each from Abraham Toro, Luis Torrens, run, 2 RBI, and Mitch Haniger, 2 runs, RBI, in the victory. Haniger, his 11th, Julio Rodriguez, his 28th, and Torrens, his 3rd, each went deep in the victory. Marco Gonzalez didn't factor in the decision as he threw 7 innings, allowing 4 runs, 3 earned, on 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. Eric Swanson, 3-2, earned the win with a 1-2-3 ninth as he struck out 2, while the Mariners scored in the bottom of the 9th to win in walk-off fashion. Toronto closed the regular season winning 5 of their final 6 games and secured the top wild card spot in the American League, ensuring they would earn home field advantage for this opening round. The Blue Jays finished the regular season 92-70, leaving them second in the AL East, 7 games behind the Yankees for the top spot. In the first game of the doubleheader Wednesday, Toronto got 3 hits from Otto Lopez, RBI, while Gabriel Moreno, 2 runs, 3 RBI, Jackie Bradley Jr., and Vladimir Guerrero Jr., run, each had 2 hits. Moreno hit his first homer of the season for Toronto, who blew a 4-0 lead. Trevor Richards didn't factor in the decision as he threw 1 scoreless inning, allowing 1 hit with no walks or strikeouts. Mitch White, 1-7, took the loss as he allowed 5 runs on 7 hits, with 1 walk and 4 strikeouts over 4 innings. In the nightcap, Lopez, 2 RBI, and Moreno, 2 runs, each had 2 hits to lead the way. David Phelps didn't factor in the decision as he threw a scoreless inning, allowing 1 hit with no walks or strikeouts. Yusei Kikuchi, 6-7, got the win with 1.2 scoreless innings of relief, allowing no hits or walks while striking out 2. This one is going to be a major pitching duel, and it will test the youth of both teams. Seattle hasn't been in the playoffs in 2 decades, so there isn't much in the way of postseason experience on this team to lean on as the series gets underway. The Mariners were solid on the road, going 44-37, but the fact remains that they have their work cut out for them at the plate against Mano. Toronto's young ace kept the Mariners in check in his lone career start against them back in July and should get some better run support at home in this one. Seeing how the Blue Jays have been here before, give them the slight advantage in this contest as they take the opening game of the series. Our team pick is Toronto Blue Jays -128. The Mariners average 4.26 runs per game and 4.30 runs per game on the road. They averaged 4.33 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Blue Jays. Even though the Blue Jays are giving up 4.19 runs per game on the road, they gave up 2 runs per game in Mano's last 3 starts and will keep the Mariners under their total in this game. The Blue Jays are averaging 4.78 runs per game and 4.43 runs per game at home. They averaged 3.40 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Mariners. With Seattle giving up 4 runs per game on the road, they won't score enough runs to push the score over the total.